Hey, how are you? Today we're at a place called Flotation, and I just booked a 60-minute session in one of their sensory deprivation tanks. I don't know much about these things except that they deprive you of your senses and are apparently therapeutic.
Whoa, that's weird.
Sensory deprivation tanks are lightless, soundproof tanks filled with salt water at skin temperature in which individuals float. Spending time in these tanks is purported to have many mental and physical benefits, including
pain relief, stress relief, and also optimizing sleep quality.
And is it also helpful for athletes and stuff? Because it just takes the tension off of all your muscles?
Yes, it's great for recovery for muscles, but also for the mental state. I would say the top teams in all sports, basketball, American football, NHL, and so on, are using the tank for recovery.
Steph Curry is one of the professional athletes who swears by these tanks and does a 60 to 90 minute float session every 2 weeks.
Just relax, for one, and get away from all the stresses on the court and in life.
However, even if you're not trying to win an NBA championship, tanks can be helpful to tackle more mundane problems too.
So do you think if someone has ADD, that this could be a good alternative to taking Adderall?
Yes, there are studies about exactly ADD and floating.
As well as enhance the effects of marijuana, which you may have already heard from Joe Rogan.
Pot edibles has a distinctly hallucinatory effect at high doses, especially when you close your eyes and you're laying back and just letting visuals take place.
It would make weed feel like you're on shrooms or something like that.
Could be,
yeah.
Needless to say, I was excited to take my first dip.
So would you like total silence?
Well, my friend's done this. He says you have some sort of band that can play nature noises and stuff.
Yeah, underwater headphones where you can have either a short guided meditation or 10 minutes and then follow 10 minutes of nature sounds.
I'll try those.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So then you need a little something. I might get a little lonely in there. Just absolute silence.
Yeah.
After being shown to my tank room,
so most of the time people do it naked?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Attaching an audio box to the back of my head that plays guided meditations and nature sounds, and taking a shower, I was ready to start floating.
All right, headphones in, ambient noise box on the back of my head, I'm ready to go. And you know what they say you're supposed to do it naked, so I'm gonna do it naked. Oh yeah, this is super floaty. Just float right up top. You want your head all the way back. This is gonna be a lot of fun, but I'm not gonna be covering my junk the entire time, so it's time to close. It's time to close up. See you guys in an hour. Yeah, they've got all these salts in here that just help you balance perfectly. But when you turn off the light, you don't see a thing. Check it out. Ooh, see? Now I see that one little sliver. Overall, very peaceful. However, I got some of that water in my eyes, right when I got in, and that stuff burns. So I wasn't really deprived of my senses because I was feeling a burning sensation. You don't want to get any of the water in your mouth either because it does not taste great. And it was a little hot. The water matches your body temp, which I guess was just a little too hot for me because I felt like I had beads of sweat on my forehead. But other than that, I feel like this would be great for any sort of rehabilitation due to a sports injury, because you're just weightless in there. You don't feel a thing. There's zero tension on your body. I mean, I couldn't really quite zone out. It's just a little too weird for me. I thought I would just fall asleep right away. That did not happen, but it was peaceful, you know. I feel refreshed. Turn off the lights and you are in complete silence.
While I didn't have any hallucinations inside the tank, it definitely was an out-of-body experience. And for the rest of that day, I felt completely relaxed and slept like a baby that night.
It's almost like you're in one of those hibernation pods that you see in sci-fi movies. You know, like Ripley from Alien, where they can just go to sleep for 10 years. It kind of feels like you're in one of those. It's comfortable. It's very womb-like. I'd give it a go. I don't know if I'm gonna make this like a regular part of my routine, but it's worth checking out.
Whoa, that's weird.
Whoa, that's weird. Really fucking weird. Holy fucking shit.